Dictation will start in 5 seconds, so be ready for it. Sir, at the very outset, I have only one point to ask as the discussion has been prolonged and the minister himself has covered so many points. I want to ask one point only. I am happy that the minister has recognized that the trade union in the public sector industries are really keen to see that the wheels of the industry are kept moving, that the production increases, and that the production is not sabotage. I am happy he has recognized that. At the same time, in earlier part of his reply which he gave, he squarely blamed workers, referring them as irresponsible, if I remember, referring to wildcat strikes and all kinds of things. It is necessary for me to bring to his notice that all these strikes have taken place in cases where months and literally in many cases years have passed before even the most elementary demands of the workers have received any consideration from the railway board. Let me come to the railway workers. He was himself the minister in charge of these railways. You are talking of the signalmen, the switchmen, and the telecommunication workers. I am told that demands are so simple about housing and such things, they have been there for such a long period, but the railway board does nothing about it. Even the railway minister had a lot of difficulties in dealing with the railway board in case of locomen and in case of implementing the understanding, which even today they are not doing. All these things are being done by the railway board. On the one hand, the government recognizes the workers' role, and on the other, you refer them as irresponsible. My demand, therefore, is that if you are also serious about the introduction of workers' participation, you will have to see to the railway board first. I am not going into the fundamental question of our demand about abolition of the railway board itself, but I want that you should see to it and that these things are implemented as quickly as possible. Secondly, he has told about all sorts of signs, omissions, and commissions in the private sector. Therefore, the coal mines were nationalized. Is it not a fact that after nationalization, all sorts of the same contractors, supervisors, traders are still connected with the coal industry? So, you have formally nationalized the coal industry, but actually, in practice, you are utilizing the same machinery of supervisors, contractors, etc., who were formerly there. How on earth can you expect from these very supervisors, managers, and contractors the improvement in production and improvement in the nationalized coal mines industry? They are the same people against whom you said all these things. These glaring contradictions of the government should be recognized and something has to be done about it. Only you can expect some improvement, otherwise, nothing can come out. Even the congressmen of our side, like Mr. Krishan Kant, will have same sort of feeling. Therefore, I am raising 2 points. The first is about the settlement and implementation of assurance given to the workers both in the coal mine industry as well as in the locos. Secondly, if the same machinery continues to be there, the production in the coal mines industries cannot increase. Are you getting rid of the old machinery or not? Now I will talk about the locomen. Both of my honorable friends have said about them. So far as the assurance given to the locomen are concerned, all the assurance from the time of the calling of the strike sometime in September or August have been implemented both in letter and spirit. If there is any individual case left that should be brought to my notice, I will see to it and ensure that the assurance is implemented. It will take this opportunity to appeal to the locomen to see ground reality and not to go by press reports only. Some feeling is being created that the assurance given by the railway minister and the labor minister Mr. Reddy and the government have not been fulfilled. In this regard, I have had a number of meetings with the deputy minister. There is a standing committee for the purpose, and I am informed and I have gone into the papers also that whatever assurance have been given to them have been implemented in both letter and spirit. If any assurance is not implemented and if it is brought to our notice, it will be implemented in both letter and spirit. So far as working hours are concerned, I have already said it has to be done in a phased manner. It has already been started and from 1st of December this work to our system will be in force. As I said, it has to be done in a phased manner. It cannot be done overnight in all the trains. It has been introduced in some mail and express trains and some passenger trains. So, it is in the process of implementation, but it will take 3 to 4 years to have full implementation of the scheme.